One single song made them legends, but it also became their ghost. In the 1980s, artists like Nena or Tony Basil captured lightning in a bottle, topping every chart only to never find that magic again. They reached the summit for one brief neon-soaked moment, unaware it would be their last true success. Today, we are diving into the 10 most famous one-hit wonders of the decade. From the haunting synths of Soft Cell to the frantic energy of Dexy's Midnight Runners, these are the gems that defined our youth and then quietly vanished. And if you enjoy exploring stories like these, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss what's coming next. Do you remember any of these 80s stars who rose to fame and then faded away? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Now let's get started. 10. I Break My Stride by Matthew Wilder, 1983. At number 10, a song that bounces like a challenge, Break My Stride by Matthew Wilder, an upbeat anthem of defiance, keeping you moving no matter what. Matthew Wilder arrived with a song that seemed to physically lift the weight off your shoulders. Blending a sunny synthesizer melody with a reggae-flavored rhythm that instantly put everyone in a good mood. But the soul of this track was born from a moment of pure defiance. His producer, the legendary Clive Davis, had flatly told him that the song had zero potential. A stubborn and passionate Wilder took that rejection as a personal challenge. Recorded the track on his own and signed with another label. The result was a massive top 5 hit in the United States and a #1 anthem in Norway. For a brief moment, he was the face of unstoppable perseverance. Yet, the lightning never struck twice. After a couple of failed attempts to stay on the charts, Wilder faded from the spotlight. Eventually finding a second life, producing for No Doubt, and co-writing songs for Disney movies. He left the stage, but that defiant skip in his step remains a permanent part of the 1980s. 9. Voyage Voyage by Desireless, 1986. In 1986, an enigmatic figure with spiked hair and an icy stare appeared on European television, inviting us to leave the ordinary world behind. Desireless did not look like a typical pop star, and Voyage Voyage did not sound like anything else on the radio. No one expected a French synth pop song to become such a massive phenomenon. But its ethereal atmosphere and hypnotic chorus ended up conquering half of Europe. It reached #1 in more than 10 countries, including Spain and Germany, and even climbed into the top 5 in the United Kingdom. It was the kind of song that made us feel like we were flying without ever needing to pack a suitcase. But as the decade came to a close, the mystery of Desireless began to retreat. By the early 90s, she had all but disappeared from the spotlight. Today, every time those first notes play, it takes us straight back to those afternoons by the radio, when a song in a different language could make us feel like anything was possible. 8. Why Tarzan Boy by Baltimora, 1985. There are certain sounds that instantly bring back the heat of a crowded dance floor and the neon glow of a 1985 summer. Tarzan Boy was one of those unexpected explosions of joy. A sparkling synth pop track with a jungle spirit and a vocal hook so catchy it became an instant anthem. Fronted by Jimmy McShane, an energetic redhead dancing through lasers and vines, the song reached #1 across Europe and landed in the top 20 in the United States. Behind the scenes, the project was actually the brainchild of Italian producer Maurizio Bassi, who found in McShane the perfect face to bring the music to life. But the success was every bit as explosive as it was short-lived. They tried to recreate the formula, but no other song ever matched that impact. When Jimmy left this world in 1995, the song became an even more emotional memory. Today, it still echoes through retro radio stations, bringing smiles to an entire generation who once danced with their arms in the air. 7. Words by Fr. David, 1982. At number 7, a song that whispered straight to the heart. Words by Fr. David. A timeless ballad of first love and unspoken emotions.
This is the only way.
Imagine a sunset in 1982, where the only thing louder than the silence was a soft, whispered confession over a bed of velvet synthesizers. David conquered Europe with a single line that everyone identified with. It was the quintessential romantic ballad of the decade, reaching #1 across the continent and selling millions of copies. Why David's distinctive French accent and the emotional simplicity of the melody made it the soundtrack for 1,000 First Loves. But after this overwhelming peak, his international career passed by with far less impact. Songs like Pick Up the Phone received some attention but remained relatively unnoticed outside of France. By the late 80s, his international popularity had faded, firmly establishing him as a guardian of that one perfect sentiment. Yet whenever the song comes back on, it takes us straight to a time when a single song could say everything we were too afraid to speak. 6. Maniac by Michael Sembello, 1983. The rhythm of 1983 was defined by a heartbeat racing at 160 beats per minute. Maniac exploded everywhere, on the radio, in the clubs, and especially in that unforgettable Flashdance scene where Alex trains as if her life depends on it. Michael Sembello was a seasoned session musician who was suddenly launched into superstardom. The most curious part of the story is that the song was originally written as a dark parody inspired by a horror movie. Until the director of Flashdance saw its potential and asked for the lyrics to be rewritten. The result was an anthem that won a Grammy and topped the Billboard charts. After that peak, Sembello had little interest in the commercial pop machine, moving instead toward jazz and funk. He had already made his mark. Even today, the moment those opening notes kick in, the leg warmers and the urge to move like it is the 1980s come rushing back in an instant. Five, Live is Life by Opus, 1984. Number 5 brings pure celebration, Live is Life by Opus, a song where the crowd and the music feel like one. Sometimes the greatest music happens when a band and an audience become one single breathing entity. In 1984, an Austrian group called Opus recorded a performance that felt like a lightning strike of collective joy. Live is Life was raw, spontaneous, and irresistibly communal. Its energy with the crowd singing at full volume crossed borders and turned it into an anthem for stadiums and celebrations alike. It reached number 1 across Europe and even managed to break into the top 40 in the United States, which was a rare feat for an Austrian band. But its legacy was forever sealed in 1989 when Diego Maradona famously improvised a warm-up dance to its rhythm in Germany. Although Opus remained active for decades and kept a loyal following, they never achieved another global hit. Today, the song remains a universal ode to good spirits, inviting us to sing along and simply let life be life. 4. The Safety Dance by Men Without Hats, 1982.
We can dance if we want to, we can leave your friends behind.
Imagine being kicked out of a club just for dancing your own way, and then turning that frustration into a medieval-themed synth-pop masterpiece. That is exactly how 1983 gave us the Safety Dance.
And if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine. Say, we can go where we want
This Canadian new wave classic was a declaration of independence for the outsiders. Vocalist Ivan Doroshuk wrote the lyrics after a real-life incident where he was thrown out of a club for dancing weirdly. Nah, that is how this anthem to the freedom of moving however you want was born.
We can dance if we want to, we can leave your friends behind. 'Cause your friends don't dance and if
The music video, with its strange imagery and folk-style dancing, was a brilliant standout in the MTV era, helping the song climb into the top 3 in the United States. While the band continued performing over the years, they never quite reached that same level of madness again. It remains a symbol of shameless fun, reminding us to dance if we want to, and leave behind anyone unwilling to join us in our madness. 3. Somebody Is Watching Me by Rockwell, 1983.
I'm just an average man with an average life. I work from 9 to 5.
Sliding into spot number 3, a track filled with paranoia and groove. Somebody's Watching Me by Rockwell, where fear meets funk under neon lights. There was a specific kind of nervous energy in 1984, a mix of high-tech synthesizers and a strange sense of paranoia.
I always feel like I'm in the twilight zone and I always feel like somebody.
Rockwell, the son of Motown founder Berry Gordy, burst onto the scene with a track that felt like a neon-lit thriller. The song featured a secret weapon, a haunting chorus secretly sung by Michael Jackson himself, which helped propel it to number 2 in the United States.
Somebody's watching me and I have no privacy.
At just 20 years old, Rockwell made a huge debut, blending funk and pop into a style that felt entirely his own. The music video, complete with haunted houses and mystery, made it an instant classic.
I'm trying to avoid. Okay, the people on TV see me, but I'm all just paranoid.
But after that hit, the story changed. Without the boost of legendary backing vocals, his follow-up releases failed to make an impact. Rockwell faded almost as quickly as he had arrived, but his one great hit remains immortal as a reminder that in the 1980s, even paranoia came with a beat you could dance to.
Somebody's watching me and I have no privacy.
2. I The Promise by When in Rome, 1988.
don't look to a stranger.
As the 1980s began to fade into the rearview mirror, a song emerged that felt like a long, beautiful sigh. The Promise was not a loud party hit, but a sincere piano-led vow that spoke directly to the soul.
And when you're in danger, take a look over.
While it made little impact in the United Kingdom, it became a massive romantic landmark in the United States in 1988, climbing to number 11 on the Billboard chart.
Promise you I
It was the kind of song you listened to through headphones on a quiet night, feeling the delicate balance between sadness and hope. It was not a dance floor hit, but the kind of song that touched the heart.
These words just come out with no pride.
The band broke up not long after, unable to capture that same magic again. But the song remained as a true cult gem, finding new life in films decades later. They gave us one promise, bonding, and through this melody they kept it for a lifetime.
I promise you I
1. Take on Me by Aha, 1985.
talking away. I don't know what I'm to say.
Taking the top spot, an icon that defines an entire decade. Take on Me by Aha, a timeless fusion of sound and story that never fades. Try to think of the 80s without hearing that soaring keyboard riff or seeing that pencil-sketched love story.
Today is another day.
Take on Me is the ultimate time capsule of the decade. What many people do not know is that the version we all love was not the first one. The band had released the song earlier with almost no impact. It was only the 1985 re-release, paired with that groundbreaking animation and heavy rotation on MTV, that changed pop history forever.
So needless to say, I'm on today.
It reached number 1 in more than 25 countries, becoming a global phenomenon. Musically, it was synth pop with soul, and a blend of technology and emotion that still sounds as fresh today as it did 40 years ago. Although Aha enjoyed continued success in Europe, in the popular imagination, they are forever tied to this one perfect moment. They achieved what many spend a lifetime chasing, becoming truly unforgettable. The neon lights have dimmed and those crowded dance floors are empty now, but the echoes of these fleeting stars remain. They gave us one perfect moment, a single promise, and then quietly stepped into the shadows. It is a reminder that some of the most beautiful things in life are the ones that do not last forever. They did not need a lifetime of hits to become immortal. They just needed 3 minutes of magic to stay in our hearts. Which of these vanished gems still feels like home to you? If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and comment the number 3 below. And if you love these musical journeys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss a story. Thank you for watching and following along. I will see you in the next videos.